Tonight's feature presentation is Eggplant Cullygino.
First, you gotta bleed the bitterness out of the eggplant.
Bleed the bitterness out.
Just pour lots of kosher salt all over the eggplant.
Kosher salt, Nick. I gotta bleed. Kosher salt. Cut me.
After about an hour, you'll notice that the eggplant is sweating and it's bleeding out that bitterness. It's that awful taste. That's why when you make eggplant without doing this, it just does not taste good. Do it right. Now put it in a colander and rinse off as much salt as you possibly can. Really, really wash it off good. Now you're gonna dip the eggplant in flour. I'm starting with 3 eggs here, but you're probably gonna need at least 6 if you're doing 2 eggplants. I'm gonna grind in some garlic salt here, just a little bit. Just a little bit of Italian seasoning, some fresh black pepper. We're gonna do the old mixeroo. Mix, 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 mix. Reminds me of WPIX. Pix, 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 pix. You gotta be from New York to know that one, tri-state area. You're probably gonna need 2 cups of Italian breadcrumb and 1 cup, maybe 2 cups of Parmesan. And again, we're gonna mix, 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 mix. Coat the eggplant in a little bit of the egg, and you're gonna bread it. You know how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, I don't know what to tell you. This is how you bread things. Now, I like to get a really hot griddle and spread out the garlic. Make sure you have some olive oil already on there, soaking. Ooh, that looks good. Spread that out, let the garlic sizzle a little bit, and then we're gonna brown both sides of the eggplant. We're not cooking the eggplant. All we're doing is browning the breading, because when you put it in the baking pan, you're gonna want that eggplant crisp and holding in its moisture, not getting dried out. I just put a small layer of marinara at the bottom of a baking pan, and then you're gonna create a layer of eggplant. It's gonna basically look like this. We're gonna sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on that first layer and some shredded mozzarella. Ooh, that looks good. Not too much. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Now we're gonna put another layer of marinara. You don't need to go crazy here, just a little bit. Now we're gonna start stacking the next layer. That's gonna basically look like this, and I like to take all that extra garlic that's on the grill and add it to the eggplant, just get a little more flavor in there. I never play around, I only use Rao's if I'm not making my own sauce. And again, not too much sauce on the top, just enough. You figure it's gonna be about a tablespoon per piece. That's kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm pouring it. 425 degrees. Get it in the back, 45 minutes. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't put mozzarella on top. For starters, it's much more crispy this way. Secondly, if you put too much mozzarella on top, what winds up happening is the whole thing turns to mush. The sizzle, the crunch, the garlic, the Parmesan, something needs to stand out on top of this dish. That's why I like to use fresh buffalo mozzarella on top. This is gonna make the dish absolutely killer. By the time it gets to your plate, it is the perfect temperature. No compromises, that looks delicious. And here is our finished eggplant on its journey to our plate. This looks fantastic. I am ready to eat. Truth is, I've already eaten this, and it was delicious.
WPIX 11 Alive. New York thanks you for watching Cullygino's video.
Look at this guy. He must have just seen Rocky.